Hey guys, and welcome back to the Shadows of Chaos. Oh boy, it's been a fucking long time. Excuse my French. Well, I don't know how to put this. It's been, what, 2-3 years since I last posted anything, and I'm sorry, and you've probably forgotten who I am. I am your host, Dark613 of the Shadows of Chaos. Unfortunately, Chaotic38 is not with me right now. He is celebrating Christmas with his, Faja. And his grandfather, father, for anyone who doesn't know what the fuck that is. But I do have my friend with me today.
Smokey Dread.
Smokey Dread! Say hi to everyone.
Hi, everyone.
So, I thought, to celebrate the Christmas spirit, I would play a fucking horror game. Well, horror in the relative term. Everyone on our channel knows how much I love the Dark Parable series. They kind of expect it at this point. I will get to uploading the other games, hopefully, sometime today. I know I haven't been very good. I've been trying to play all the games and record them and get everything all nice and neat and before I post them, but I will be posting the first two games, Dark Parables, Curse of Briar Rose, and The Exiled Prince, both Collector's Edition, before I post this game, Dark Parables, Rise of the Snow Queen, also Collector's Edition, because I'm just that crazy. So, in this Christmas special, it will be me and Mario going through playing this game, and Dark Parables 5, The Final Cinderella, which I played previously, but I did delete both the recordings for this game and the other one, because I wanted to replace it with the Christmas version, even though it's just gonna be me playing through like I normally do, so I don't see the... I don't know, I'm being weird. But Chaotic38 will be joining me later in the day to play some of the Myths of the World games. You know, the series he actively actually enjoys. So, without further ado, let's get this started. Smokey here has never seen this game before, doesn't know what the fuck to expect, so let's hope this game gives him a bit of a surprise. Oh, I gotta create a new player. Of course! Oh, yeah. Edit name. Yes, you get to see my regular name. So I can do, because every playthrough has to be Dark613. Done. So that's the new one. Hey. Me? Yes. No. Alright. And like I said,
Stubborn.
Smokey. Whatever. Yes. Are you gonna let us? Yep, there we go. That little fucking key chain had to appear. Okay. I am a casual player. I don't do anything but casual, so let's get casual. Cutscenes will be quiet.
Don't be afraid, dear children. I'm not going to hurt you. Look closely at this glowing apple. Good. Now you're coming with me.
Welcome to the Bernese Alps, Detective. 2 days ago, a massive snowstorm blanketed the region. As the last snowflake fell, the villagers realized all the children were missing. Some say they saw a beautiful woman in the blinding storm. This is the first real report of the Snow Queen, a figure popular in local lore that we've had in a century. Your guide Noah will escort you to what we hope is the edge of her kingdom. Your mission is to find the children and apprehend the Snow Queen. Good luck, Detective.
No tutorial. Wow, that started creepily. So, if you've noticed in the other games, there tends to be one tradition throughout the start of all the games. You fall off your horse. This is the first game, not only where our voice recorder, the woman doing the voicing, is different than the previous two games, but also where we don't fall off the horse. That's a tradition that continues on past this game and was in the beginning of the series. So,
It's interesting.
do you like the story so far?
Yeah, it's interesting so far. I'm actually interested.
So, this is Noah.
This is as far as I can go because of the rocks. You're on your own.
Alright. Well, these are the missing children reportedly taken away by the fabled Snow Queen. Well, I'm gonna grab the dynamite. I'm gonna stick it in the rock. And there we go.
No one knows what's on the other side of the pass. It snowed over all year round.
Must be hospitable then. Oh, who are you? Okay. The Frog Prince sent a decree centuries ago to capture the Snow Queen. What did he want with her? Well, we're gonna find out. Those are parable notes that show up in the parables section. And this game also has morphing objects, so things will change. I don't think they've changed now, but they will. So this is a fragmented hidden object scene. I am gonna go as slowly as I can if you guys want to use this as a walkthrough. I am sorry if I tend to go a little fast. Just like all the other games, I have played this game multiple times. So the first item is there. And then let's go through and find the rest. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, you can press on the birdies and they fly away. There's 7. Here's the next one. Now, I'm not in optimal lighting in this house, so if I miss something, it's because of that. Here's the other one. Let's see. I gotta get in close so I can actually see. Here's the other thing. The lion's here. This part is down here. And we have 3 more items. A sword, the handle, and then a circular object. There's the circular object. There is the sword. And there is that. And we get a mountain emblem. Oh, there's a little froggy. Poor frog looks so cold. Well, duh, it's freezing out. So we take the mountain emblem and we pop it in there.
Detective, could I ask you for a favor? This is a photo of my son, Kai. Although he is a bright and resourceful boy, he too disappeared in the snowstorm. If you see him, please bring him back to me. Thank you, Detective.
So yeah, we're gonna hold on to Kai's photo for a little bit. He's gonna wait out here for us. So, hi Bunny. Bye Bunny. This is a pretty area. Like, I love the art in this game. She's missing 2 items, one in her hand and one in that hand. But we can do this. Our first game. Match the animals to their preferred habitat. So that would be fishy, sky. Now this fish actually has to go over there. And then he has to go there. This game takes a while because it is actually slow, unfortunately. Let's see. Toucan is going to go there. And then this fish is gonna have to go where the frog is. Okay. I normally can do this faster, I'm just going slow for your guys' sake. So we get this little emblem. And that's this area cleared for now. Oh, hi! And she goes running off. But we do have our second item here. That's another parable. This time for the mountain beast. There's the first cursed item. See, it changes cursed object. That's to increase the hint. It's a completionist thing. Alright, this game is all basically this in puzzles and going around from place to place.
I can see why you like it so much.
So there's the first item. Then there. Then we have one there. One up there. One there. One here. One here. One here. One there. One there. There's that one. And there's that. And finally, those two. There's the orb. And then there. See, this is when they're very well hidden. I prefer that over not hidden at all. Oh. And she's staring at us. Hi! We're gonna need something for here. Oh, so this game has a lot of these. You have to get 6 of the red, 2 of the blue, and 5 of the green. And it has to reach here. And that gives us this snow wand. For this we need a key, because of course we need keys like everywhere. Snow Queen's wand, and then we need to find an orb. Ooh, looks like snow's picking up. The key. There's gonna be another key here.
Help us! We were kidnapped and locked up in this shed.
Your hand should be
But
freezing.
Careful. Jonas and I saw a big monster with glowing blue eyes the other night.
Okay, I'll get you on. But I can't right now because I'm missing that. Oh, hi. You're creepy. No, ornamental trident goes somewhere else. Let's see. We have armory key for this door, because this is the armory. And nothing's gonna fall off this time around. A diary's kept here. A path has reached. Ever since that cursed Snow Queen appeared, a powerful snowstorm consumes our kingdom. Almost everyone has fled. Yeah, I would imagine so. So, another one of these. You want to start at least in one corner or the other, and then work your way, because that is the simplest method that I found to do these. I'm hovering over each item so you guys can see where I am clicking. So again, you guys can use this as a walkthrough, or you can just watch it for fun. Whatever suits you. Now, I bet there are faster YouTubers out there that have played this game. I'm normally one of those fast people.
Thank you, kind stranger. We know how to get home now. Come on, Jonas, let's go.
I saw more kids get locked up in the palace. You must save them, too. Take this with you. I took it off the big monster when he caught me and brought me here.
Jeez. That's a little bit of child cruelty right there. So, one of these should be changing pretty soon. Oh, weather took a turn for the worst. Because...
Detective, I've been waiting for you. The mirror foretold of your arrival. Your intention to meddle in our affairs will only lead to your own demise. Asha Evashuma.
Oh, thanks. Now I gotta deal with a fucking snow puppy. I don't want to deal with the snow puppy. Ooh. That got loud. It's like during the cutscenes, the volume doesn't quite want to work. Grab you. Let's do... Yeah, that should be a little bit better. Let's hope that works. We have an apple key, the Heraldic shield piece, an ornamental trident. Yeah, I need to take care of the frost wolf first. Yay. Well, key goes there. Let me grab you. Lots of back and forth, and no fast travel, unfortunately. Blue Tea Games did not believe in fast travel, which I hate. The only thing I like that Apex Games brought was, not Apex Games, Apex Entertainment. They brought fast travel when it needed it. The tombstone's engraving suggests a powerful mirror-like object is hidden beyond the cave. Nice, we get another one of those. This is a teleportation device, but we can't activate it from here. I'm gonna need the heat for leader. And another one of these. My lighting makes this so much harder than it should be. Because normally I just can go through and be like, yep, this is this, this is this, this is this. No problem. I bet you're even having a hard time seeing where things are.
I see one of them. Right there on the sword.
Yeah. We still need that blue orb, which... No, it's not that. I'm not using the... I found it. Not using the hint button. I never use the hint. Unless I'm lost. Which this game I won't be. Because I know it too well. Nothing over here yet. You haven't started morphing, and neither of you, no. Pry that open. Hi! So much in here. You morph. I'm gonna have to collect 6 tokens. Well, they're not tokens, they're...
Trinkets.
Goblets. Alright. I need to move my foot. We'll get the dog head first, because that's the thing that stands out the most. some of these games, they're like, okay, yeah, we're not gonna put any effort into hiding any of the objects. Others are like, yeah, you're gonna be searching for days if you don't know what you're looking for. I know where the other stuff is. I just have to remember where. Oh, there you are. And you.
Right there to your left. Right here.
Yeah. I saw. I'm just like trying to find this other thing first. Okay, where are you? You're right there, and then we have the little chain, which is you. So, I like fragmented hidden object games better than hidden object games because all of the items you search for makes one item that you need. Beyond this room lies a young heir caught between life and death, waiting for a tear to end his eternal rest. Oof. We'll find out why Snow White's doing what she's doing. That's who the Snow Queen is. It's Snow White. Come at me, bro. I'm gonna burn you up. And take your heart. Because why not? That's that. But let's get this out of the way for another one. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I know where the other stuff is. I just gotta remember where. That's that one, and then what the hell is the last thing?
Right next to the bottle. There.
Ah, right. See, you're coming in handy.
I tried.
Wait, we need more commentary from you. This is sounding just like me.
Oh, I don't know what else to say.
Nothing
I
about...
don't know much about this game or...
Well, okay, so what Blue Tea likes to do that Epex doesn't is it's a slow burn type of game. So you get bare minimal story at the beginning, but then it starts telling more and more story.
Okay.
So when you come up like this and I click, I want you to read some.
Okay.
I already read that one. I hate this one.
Puzzles like that I hate too.
This is just part 1 of the puzzle. That's the first one. And then we have this one. It's a good thing this is only this one. Let's see. Porticos over the palace doors lifted. Yep. You gotta admit, these mini animations are kind of cool too.
It's well animated too.
Considering this is only their 3rd game they ever made.
That is pretty impressive.
Yeah. And their animation work was what they sold the game series to Epex because they weren't good enough. They thought they weren't good enough.
Clearly wrong.
Pretty music. What an enchanting snow globe. I can see the whole palace from a bird's eye view. Open you up. Crystal coins for somewhere else. This will morph right here.
What about that star at the top of the...
Oh no, it's just the power source.
My bad, I thought it was one of those thingies. It notes a rare astrological occurrence called the silver moon, which occurs 7 days ago.
Okay, which occurred. Whee! Whee! I love that they added so much to it when they didn't need to. Statue looks... Oh, right. Ornamental trident. Ah, I love this one. Match the food to their specific traits. So I need to find fishy. For you. Bone for the dog. Banana. The monkey. Cheese. And that's what the king truly looked like. Ooh, the mountain beast. Okay. So, you can't read these after the fact. We have to read them now. So I'll read the first page, you read the second, I read the third, you read the fourth.
Alright, go ahead.
The mountain beast was once a noble man, the last king of the mountain kingdom. Before his curse, his daughter, the Snow Queen, gave the mountain king a magical necklace. He gladly donned the gift, not knowing it was created from the shard of the evil false mirror.
The false mirror spellbound the king, and it in turn reflected the worst in him, a temper like a volcano. As the months went by, the Mountain King could feel the anger boiling up inside until one day it consumed him, turning him into a hulking beast.
The king's council blamed his daughter, the Snow Queen, and arranged her execution. Blinded by dark magic and the love for his daughter, he turned his rage on the council, killing most of them. The inhabitants of the kingdom soon fled in fear of the monstrous king.
The Mountain Beast, as he is now known, will forever be by his daughter's side, although he hasn't shed blood in centuries. If his daughter is ever in danger, the king will strike swiftly and mercilessly.
And this is why I like this game, because it adds so much lore.
Very detailed, too.
I'm gonna need that. And that opened up something, but I don't remember what. Oh.
Don't be afraid, little one. Here, put on this jacket to keep yourself warm. Good. Now I'll take you to see the throne room, where the other children are waiting to play with you.
Well then. One of those is gonna start morphing, actually. Odd. The Snow Queen seems less frosty in this painting. Could that ailing boy be her son? Blech. Can't English.
Same.
Alright. Another one of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry if I'm going fast again. I tend to do that. That blue moon is there. Let me put out my smoke, because I smoke during my games. I'm sorry. Alright. Oh! Hi. Let me grab you.
My name is Gerda. I'm a friend of Kai's and the other children who are prisoners here. I hid when the beast came to the village and watched him take my friends. Then I followed him to this frozen place. Detective, take a look at this strange engraving. I sense something magical behind this door. We can't find out what's in that room until you find something to unlock it. I found this golden compass in the library. Perhaps you can use it.
Oh, she's so cute. I believe her name is Gerda. She plays an important role in this game. Her and Kai. I'm gonna need to find more of these globes. A lot of collecting. Another hidden object scene. Yay!
Gilded apple.
Hmm? Yes. Like I could play with something. Oh. I need one more thing, and I saw it before, and I lost it, and I hate when that happens. It's like, oh yeah. Let's look around. That changed.
What about the ones back there when you first saw the beast, mountain beast? That one little area, like near the beginning.
Here?
No, back one. It's where that guy was.
This one?
No, one more. Or yeah,
no. When we have to come back to this area again and do another one when the helmet falls off.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. I always double check.
Yeah.
Stuff like
There's
that.
no cursed objects here. I got the one up there. I forget where it is that there's a cursed object here, I believe. No. It's just not working right now. I got the mirror there. Well, not mirror. I got the cursed object that was up there. That one was that one. Oh, and there's the mountain beast. It's one of these that's gonna change.
Detective, help!
Ooh. Don't worry, Gerda. I'm gonna get ya. That one is the one that changes.
Golden child portrait. Why would the Snow Queen be interested in lore about a child with magical what?
Magical abilities. Yeah, we can't see it because of the recording. Unlike those grown on the golden tree, these are just ordinary delicious apples. Yep. Then we're gonna have to figure out a way to get rid of the vines. And more. Most people would find this game boring because of all the similar gameplay, but I like it. It's uniform.
Casual game. Casual players. Doesn't have to be AAA spectacular.
Yeah.
As long as it captures your attention, you know.
And it does that with the story rather than anything else.
Exactly. Sometimes that's all you need.
Is a good story. Right here, up there. Bronze shield. Doesn't really look like a shield. It just looks like another decoration. But that's common here. Oh, they're gone. That's that. I love that globe. I wish I had it.
It looks expensive.
It's made out of magic, so obviously it is. Snowfall threatens to ruin the kingdom, and I'm gravely ill. My daughter Snow shall rule in my place. I don't know, I can't read that. If you guys can read it, we apologize. We can't because of the way my thing is. I need a crown. I need a key. I need another key.
Jeez.
Yeah, a lot of keys and stuff I need. Nothing in there.
What's the glowy stuff too?
What?
The glowy stuff.
This?
All this.
Oh, that's just a reminder that this is an area you need.
Okay.
Yeah, that happens with a lot of stuff. I have Crystal Coin and the Frost Stone, which I'll need later. I'm trying to remember what the hell I need. Because, it's been forever since I played this game. You guys can probably tell. I'm not good at remembering. Yeah, a lot of back and forth. This has
Backtracking.
Yeah, a lot of backtracking. That can't open, that hasn't opened yet. Trying to remember what the fuck I need.
Oh, go back real quick. I just saw the thing glow.
What?
In there. Right there under the statue, to your right.
Oh, that? Yeah.
Oh, never mind. What the heck? I keep thinking it's those hidden things.
No, the morphing objects will change from one thing to another. Like, this was a morphing object. It's his lance changed from a lance to a torch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll let you watch it when it happens. Nothing. Yeah, see, I'll say nothing to do. Nothing to do. I keep forgetting what the fuck I need to do. Because this isn't helping. Did I not get everything? Oh, I forgot the key to that. I'm sorry, guys.
Too hidden.
No, I just forget. No, wait. Wrong. That is the workshop key. Like, alright. This is what will change. One of these things here.
Okay.
What's that? I need an arrow. Replica of the false mirror. It's imperative to secure the real artifact in the vault. So, it will change in a bit. But first,
May 1595. His Regency requests that a large balcony window overlooking the throne room be built. A special heart gem that I have personally devised for the Queen shall be the only key.
Let's see if it actually does it. So it's like one of these. No, see how that changed? It's a vase. Now it's gonna change.
Oh, there's the helmet.
Yeah, that's the morphing objects. So that's what a morphing object is. It morphs between two things at a slow rate. A little bit confusing, but in some games it's nothing more than like an achievement thing. When they added achievements in. But at this stage, it's just to speed up your hidden object meter, you know, your hint meter, to help you with more hints. And then I'm gonna need that gem heart. Heart gem! This is for the balcony. Alright, up. We have large footprints, something's nearby. Uh-oh.
You haven't eaten for days, Kai. Take a bite of this delicious apple.
No! You stay away from him!
Uh-oh.
The Golden Child. For centuries, I've searched for you. Father.
Oh, shit. Hi! Fuck you. Knock us out. Put us in jail. You asshole. Well. This is an annoying annoying development. So, did you notice something about that scene?
That little scene there, the golden child. I'm guessing she's the real Snow White, I guess, or something like that. I don't know.
No, you'll soon see that. An alchemist has created powerful frost stones. Water can destroy them, but with explosive results. There it is. There's the hidden on. So here is a hint. The scroll depicts the transformation of Snow White into the Snow Queen. It seems this has something to do with the false mirror artifact. This one. Oh, there we go. Rise of the Snow Queen. Give me a minute. This is a tale about Snow White. The words in the tattered book are no longer legible. So we have this one all done. So again, 4 pages. I read one, you read one.
Okay.
Centuries ago, before the legend of the Snow Queen flowed from the first teller's mouth, there was a princess as pure as the driven snow and beautiful as the day. They called her Snow White.
As a young maiden, Snow White was sentenced to death, but the Frog Prince saved her from the eternal slumber. The two fell madly in love, married, had a son. One day, the boy snuck off to play in the meadow, and a monster attacked him. The prince's guards were not fast enough to protect him.
Snow White fed the remains of a magic apple to her son to place him in a dreamless sleep. Though she saved the boy from imminent death, the best doctors and sorcerers in the kingdom could not wake him. Snow White is ravaged by sorrow and blames her husband, the Prince of the Forest, for not sending the guards sooner.
With nothing more than the will to save her child, Snow White steals the boy away from the Mountain Kingdom. Away to the Mountain Kingdom, where her father rules it. It is in this castle among the peaks where Snow White will become the legendary Snow Queen, whose sorrow leaves this kingdom in ruins.
So that is a big hint as to what the hell's going on. Have you figured it out yet?
She's like kidnapping kids in search for her child. I don't know if she had a son.
You're gonna need me to give you away the whole story, huh?
I'll figure it out.
We'll see. We'll see if we figure it out. That is a nice book. I wish I had that book. Thank you. Now we can leave. Let's see.
He's this detective.
Yep. She's known as the fairy tale detective. Again, sorry guys if I'm going fast. This is how I normally play. Even a game I have no idea about and have never played once, this is how fast I go. Just because I'm an artist, so I know where they place things. Change. Yep. 9 out of 20. We're getting there. But yeah, the footsteps is because the fairy tale detective is female and wears high heels. As if that isn't hard enough, being captured and kidnapped and thrown all over the place and like go, you know, trying to save the world. She has to make her task harder by wearing high heels. Of course.
Gotta work on doing it, right?
Yeah, sometimes I will just burst into like little tiny show tunes type of thing. I'm sorry, it's weird. I just do it. There, and then no, up there. We get a badass scythe. Looks like a dragon. I wish this was real. Damn it. Wish half the things in this world was real. So the false mirror is a powerful organic artifact. If in possession of the wrong owner, this mirror will destroy the world. Yeah, that's kind of scary. Oh, this is headpieces instead of the other one. There's the horns. That's basically put the right headpiece onto the right thing. There's one where you do animal butts and their tails.
Oh my god. Oh, there's the kids.
And there's another thing. The description here reads, the golden child shall radiate when in contact with any magical item.
The Snow Queen found her golden child. I think her name is Gerda. She's being held deep in the palace. Kai escaped before this barrier went up. Please find him before the beast does.
That's my phone. Oh wait, no, that's your phone. Our phones are like...
Sort of similar.
Yeah. So I need to find a way to open that up and get them out. Oh, this guy.
It's safe up here. I don't want that scary beast to catch me again.
Okay, there's a lot going here. This is there, that's sparkly, this is sparkly, everything sparkles because we're gay! And we're almost done this game. And we haven't even come up to the hour mark yet. Because, of course. That's how all my games go. I run through them so quickly, it's like, oh, it's already been an hour. Okay.
14
Yay!
red ones.
Yep. No. Okay, which way? That runs through that one. No, that's the wrong way again. I know how to do this. Let's see, what was it? do need one more. Red.
Try going down here.
No,
afterwards.
that's gonna cut out here.
Oh, and you can't go up after that?
No, one more. One too many blue. Because it is this way. Nope, that's still gonna put me over, but that one's done. And again, that's not gonna get me where I need to go. Everything but the blue. I forgot there's no restart option. You just start back from here. Oh, I forgot how to do this. Of course, I forget at the one time that I'm not supposed to forget. Again. It's gonna do that again. If only there was a red here.
Nope. That'd be too easy.
It doesn't go that way. Alright, give me a second. This is what the guide is for. Sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. Yeah, see, I was going the right way. Oh, I skipped that blue altogether. Okay. Alright.
You missed the two on the left there. Let's do it.
No?
What the hell? Oh, yeah, go up, yeah.
Alright. There we go. Sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't, sometimes I screw myself over. There we go. There's that loud crack. There's up there. So much treasure! Give me the treasure! The false mirror artifact was taken away from this treasure vault. Remains of ice shards still linger about. And then I need to collect 4 of those jewels. A lot of collecting. Alright.
It's safe up here. It's safe up here.
Okay.
I don't want that scary.
Yeah, you don't want to come down. I can get that. I did the right one again. Whoopsies. Ugh. There we go. That is annoying. There's one. That's that one. That has to land perfectly. Come on. You don't want to land perfectly, huh?
Really? Try it right twice and then left. Damn.
Almost. There we go.
Oh, he's done.
Come on, we have to get back to my father. He'll know how to save the other children. The Snow Queen's portal should take us right to the village.
Yee! Told
Just
you.
like that.
Yep, told you it was a portal. Alright.
Now you're creating the globe.
Yep. I saw you earlier. Where are you? You stupid little tiny thing. Oh. See, this is what I hate
Is
about...
it in that chest right there? Right here.
Ah. Thank you.
Welcome.
We are almost at the hour mark, which means we are almost done part 1.
Oh, Kai. You had me so worried. I was afraid
Unless
I'd
you
never
want to
see
just
you
keep
again.
going on.
Thank you for rescuing my son, Detective. Let me help you. I'll prepare the necessary tools, and then go back for the children.
When the Snow Queen tried to feed me that apple, I took this pendant from her. I don't know what it does, but you should take it.
Thank you, Kai. See? And this the last time we'll be coming here because this night head will fall off. I love doing that. Go away. Shoot. We don't want you here.
What if I wanted the birdie there?
Oh, sorry. Birdie's gone. Birdie will be back, but we won't be able to do anything about it after. One more piece. It's always the piece I keep forgetting exists. Ah, there you are. Heavy sledgehammer. Yay, I get the hammer thing. It's hammer time. See? He's done. This area's done. Nothing. Just checking around. Ah, there we go. Gotta get absolutely everything. Now, normally I go for an hour. We're just about to cap the hour mark, but I want to go on and finish just the main story, and then we'll do the other part in part 2. So the extra little game, because that's fun. And then we need to find one last thing. Because I know where this shit is. I just keep forgetting where the hell it is because I've played so many games. And you are up there. Another goblet. And we are at the hour mark, ladies and gents. There, see, it started changing. Yep.
7 more now.
Yup. Again, I'm trying to go as slow as possible, even though it doesn't look like it. It's like tune. Because, of course.
You have all the goblets.
Yep. Yay, it's another one of these.
Jeez.
Yep, these are all over the place. That one's that. Okay. Is there another one that goes down? There we go. This is the portrait of Snow White's son. What happened to him? Well, we're gonna find out about the Golden Child first. Let's see, that one. Ah, there we go. The ancient calendar depicts an astrological event occurring every century called the Silver Moon. It is believed that on that eve, the chosen child is bestowed celestial powers and will henceforth be known as the Golden Child.
The Golden Child will appear as plain as any other child, but will be especially curious and intuitive. During adolescence, a glowing aura will manifest to protect the child when he or she comes in contact with a magical object.
Because of the child's resistance to magic, it is said he or she can also restore or remove magic from an object by shedding a single teardrop on it. That clock is broken. No. Crystal coin. And we get the butts. We get the butts. Let's see. There's the doggy butt. Oh, that was the kitty butt. Kitty butt. Doggy butt. Giraffe butt. Monkey butt. Shark. There we go. The butts. The tail ends. I love it. My son, I shall one day have you by my side. No one will stop me, I promise. Mother, Snow White. Oof. Everyone knows that a desperate mother is kind of the craziest one.
She'll do anything for her child. Any mother would.
I forgot where the morph... Ah, there it is. There's the morphing object. 14 out of 20. Oh, hi.
Detective, go up to the observatory tower and pinpoint which structure holds the children. Then I'll wait for you there on the outside.
Okay. Oh, another one of these. Yay. Again, sorry for going fast. My games are not meant to be like walkthroughs. These are mostly speed runs. Anything in here? Nope. Nope. Just checking. Nope. Oh, there's the tower key. It shows that the bell tower has a matching frequency to that of the mirror shards. If they are near each other enough, the bell may shatter them. I can't see. Sorry. if that is wrong. Basically, if the mirror shards are anywhere near the bell, then they would break. Which makes sense. Oh, we got one of the jewels. Object here. I'm not sure. It's just a matter of doing this. And then remembering which ones I've done. This is annoying. There we go.
You won't be causing my daughter any more trouble. The story of the fairy tale detective is about to end.
No. F off, Nate. Oh, there he is. Let's see. I don't think. Just gonna wait and see if there's anything that morphs. Probably not. Got it. 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 Yep. Nope. Yep. 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 Nope. 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 Got it. Yeah, I can memorize that very quickly. Yep. Oop. Whoopsies. Hi. Don't go everywhere. Two more. They do really well with broken glass, so much so that it's hard to see things sometimes.
Challenge.
Exactly. Just double checking. Ah, there we go. I like to check like everywhere. It's because I can see how they design things. Like how they design each level. Not to mention I'm kind of freelance work. So this is par for the course. Yep, we get another one of these. Yay, the tail is 2 years. Then all we'll have is the Snow Queen tail. Ooh, this one's six long. So I'll read the first two, you read the middle two, and then I'll read the last two.
Okay.
Once upon a time, a powerful blacksmith forged two magical mirrors. The first spoke nothing but the truth, and the second magnified and reflected the worst in others for all to see. He named them the Truth Mirror and False Mirror. The king bought the Truth Mirror as a gift for the wicked queen. She renamed it to Mirror, Mirror on the Wall, and belabored it 3 times a day to report who was the fairest of them all.
The blacksmith realized the false mirror was too dangerous, so he hid it in the Mountain King's palace and broke it into pieces. Only the tear of the golden child can mend the mirror, and only the most magical hammer can destroy it. The false mirror did not appreciate being shackled in the king's chamber and was slowly consumed with hatred for his human captors. It swore to destroy the entire earth.
If the false mirror is ever restored, it will project the rawest and basest emotion within its owner to the heavens and then rain it back down on earth tenfold. If the owner is consumed by hatred, the sky will rain fire. But if the owner is consumed by sorrow, snow colder than death will fall.
Jeez.
Okay, that hasn't opened up yet. Yeah, I got that one. 2 out of 4, 2 out of 5. And we have the 2 statues, the heavy sledgehammer, the royal key. Gotta deactivate the jail. Royal key. Excerpt reads, the kingdom has fallen to the deathly cold, yet I must stand by my daughter. I cannot lose her again. This must be Snow Queen's father. I can't quite see his face because of all the scratches. Star, red. There was no morphing objects in this one, right?
Not that I've seen.
Hurry, children. Climb into the carriage. We're going home. Kai told me thick vines cover the entrance to a very important area in the palace. We are the descendants of artisan woodsmen. This powerful axe was handed down to me by my father. Please, take it. Detective, a snowstorm greater than the last is gathering. Rescue the golden child before a worse fate befalls us.
Thank you for the axe hammer. Whoopsie. Strange. The knight statue is something is missing. I know what's missing, but first, I gotta get the Saturn code. Let's see. was supposed to die, but she was saved by a prince. The curse in me is ever growing. I must now flee. Whew, creepy bitch. Yay, another one of these. Okay, I'm not even gonna bother. Yeah, I think it was around here. Oh, so literally everything. Oh, I went the wrong way. Straight down to the blue. I did?
Yeah. Let's go down here and then up.
Oh. I missed another blue. Right here. There we go. Yay. Alright. Lotting back and forth. Alright. So there's 1, 2, 3. This tower is about 4. Got it. Yep. 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 The one area I haven't been to yet. Picks behind the waterfall. Yeah. Let's see, I have an ice scepter. Just check. That's the jewel collection. Just checking everywhere. See, I don't have to come back here because he's gone. No. Nope, that's done. A lot of back and forth. I don't have enough planets yet. It's in here. That's the last one. Nope. Not yet. Okay. favorite area because of all the fucking gems and jewels. Sometimes it's hard to see. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's ridiculously easy. It's just like, what? What am I looking for? What? Like when it comes to these 3 items.
Isn't that what it did?
2, and then
Little curvy thing.
yeah, because it fits in here, but it's not there or there or there or there. Because back then they had to do it to match the shapes. He was right over there.
It's so dumb.
Yeah. And we gotta do this area, which is even worse because everything's falling apart. Decoration skills. You think? We need a bird and a wing. There's the bird, now we need the wing. The wing. And then last item. That's the last jewel. There's the morphing item. 20 out of 20. Here's this. What?
Look at all those keys.
Yeah. Just makes me want to take them all and see what doors they open. But no, we're looking for a fire scepter. Or building a fire scepter. And that lit up that. And that one lit up that one. Okay. Yay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, another one of these. Wait, where does it start? Oh. Blue one. Blue, 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 then the 3 reds. Reds. Then the green, the 3 greens. Those ones? Yes. No. Those ones. Then the 2 blue. 2 reds.
Then it's down green.
This one?
Yeah. I don't know after that. I think it goes to blue. Yep, blue, green, green, blue, green, blue. Blue, green, blue. And it goes like a zigzag afterwards.
Oh wait, no. There we go. That's annoying. Secret pass area past the strong ring. Alright, I need to find one last. Okay. Oh, that opened. That should be almost the last thing. Right in Yep, there it was right behind there. Yay.
Is it right there on that globe? Right next to the candle.
Oh. It helps me have hot today. Okay.
Well, I hope your astronomy's good.
Sorry. That has nothing to do with anything. You can't move, but you can. You glow. Other parable notes was. I'm gonna look for parable notes because I've forgotten where they are. There's one. One is there. We got that one. We got that one. Got that one. Got that one. That was not. Got that one. Got that one. Got that one. And then we also got that one. Got that one. Got that one, I think? Yeah, we did. We got the note. Got that. Got that. I got that one. I thought I missed that one. Got that, got that, got that. I got that one. Got that. Got that one, did that, we got that. Yep. That. We got both of those. Did I get that one? Yes, I did. Got that. Did that. Yep. That's where I was missing it. There we go. 10 pages.
Ivory 5, Ivory 5.
Yep. Ugh. When Snow White arrives at the Mountain Kingdom, the king places the boy in a protective tomb. He summons his best sorcerers and doctors, but none could wake the slumbering child. Snow White overhears the servants speak of a false mirror locked up in the palace. They say it is powerful enough to grant a wish. Desperate to save her son, Snow White sneaks into its rumored chamber. The mirror, tarnished and in disrepair, speaks to Snow White in a weak voice. I can bring your child back from the brink of death if you wear the shard and put the other around your father's neck. I actually want to read this whole one. Fashioning the shards into necklaces, Snow White and then the king chain themselves with pieces of the false mirror, who projects the worst in its owner out into the world. The Mountain King was the first to succumb to the mirror's curse. The guilt that plagued him for not protecting his daughter from her wicked stepmother slowly morphed him into a hulking beast who would forever guard Snow White. The false mirror projected Snow White's sorrow as winter, and her constant tears began to fall as snow. The air turned so cold around Snow White that time seemed to crawl to a halt. The servants began calling her the Snow Queen. Scared witless by the king's and Snow White's transformations, most of the kingdom's inhabitants fled. Soldiers loyal to the king stayed on, though each eventually succumbed to the deadly cold. Snow White saw that her son was still in a coma, so she visited the false mirror a second time. The false mirror spoke, "I am still in disrepair. Heal me with the tear of the golden child, and I will heal the child in kind." Enshrouded in coldness, Snow White is now known as the Snow Queen and rules the kingdom with an icy hand. On the eve of every silver moon, she casts a heavy snowstorm in search of that special child. Centuries have passed, but the golden child is as elusive as the Snow White of old fairy tales. Though the Mountain Kingdom has been forgotten by history, the villagers in the valley below carry on its legacy with folklore. Adults warn children about the evil Snow Queen who snatches children who wander off in storms. Yup. Where did we... Oh, great. Up here, to this.
Gerda, my golden child, cry for me. Just one tear. When it falls on the mirror shard, this will all be over.
Snow White, my daughter, stop this nonsense. I was a fool to believe the mirror could save your son.
Do not listen to him. Give me the teardrop, Snow, and I will bring your son back to life.
The mirror breeds hatred. All it wants to do is drown the world in pain.
I will not just let my son die. We have worked centuries for this day, Father.
I'm alive and powerful. Your daddy was right, Snow. Now I'll consume your barren sorrow and project it onto the world.
Daughter, no!
Shit just got real. It was already snowing hard, now it's going even worse. We need to find a way to destroy the false mirror.
I'm too weak to go myself. Find the hammer pieces and bring them back to me.
Okay, fetch quest. Because, of course, this game needs a goddamn fetch quest. And I need a cigarette. Because I'm gonna smash that mirror, which I get to do. Yay!
as well get it out of the way. What's the most annoying?
It's one of the most annoying ones. So I always have trouble finding anything in this area. But you're here, you might be able to help. Might.
There's that thing. That doesn't count.
No.
Is that a hookah?
That? Yeah, that's a hookah. They put weird things in their game. And the hardest part is last. The part I struggle to find. Nope. A lot of back and forth. The most annoying thing about these games until they got the fast travel map, and then it was like, yay, I can just hop, skip, and jump through the magical map. Be like, fuck you!
That thing at the tippy top.
Yeah, I know, I saw it. Let's focus on finding everything else. Oh yeah, one more item. The most annoying one. I think it's part of the handle. Nope. Just back and forth and back and forth.
Volcanic storm.
I just had it in my sight and I lost it. Fuck. Ugh. I hate it when that happens. There's one. I couldn't see that. It was up behind there. 'Cause of course it is. There's the other one. That's it. That should be it.
Now that you've gathered all the pieces, I shall reforge the hammer for you immediately.
Thank you. We're coming to the end.
This can't be. I'm fracturing.
Fuck you, mirror.
I'm me again. Oh my, what have I done? How could I have ever believed that evil mirror?
You wanted to save your child, my daughter. Your heart was pure.
I'm so sorry, my son. I only wanted to break the curse you're under. Live or die, you'd finally be free.
Well, that's all you needed to do, was get her to cry over him.
Huh.
He looks like shit.
Mother, why are you crying?
Son, you've awakened. This here is your grandfather. He has watched over you all these years.
Aww.
Thank you, Gerda, for lifting this curse. And thank you, Detective, for saving us from what the world might have become.
Yes, thank you, Detective. We will stay here and rest for the time being. Please, take Gerda back to the village with you. I'm sure her parents are worried. Farewell.
This kind of makes me want to play the 7th game now because it has a huge tie-in with this one. You rescued the missing children, destroyed the evil false mirror, freed Snow White from the mirror's curse, and saved the world from a deadly snowstorm. With Snow White's son awakened from his coma, Snow White and her father, the Mountain King, can finally journey forth in their new life together. As you leave the Snowfall Kingdom, Noah meets you at the mountain pass along with his son Kai and Gerda, the brave golden child. You hold out your arms and watch the snowflakes melt on your gloves, only to notice the sky is beginning to clear, making way for the morning sun. There's a little cutscene at the end that we have to watch. Creative director, Stephen Chow. I think he's also the one that created Blue Tea Games. I love the blues in this game. So pretty. So icy. Such good music too. They know how to make a game shine, and I wish Blue Tea would pick up the mantle again, properly this time. They tried, after they sold Blue Tea, not Blue Tea, after they sold the Dark Parables franchise, they tried, a mobile game, but that failed, so I think that's the reason why they went back. And to try and do hidden object games again. Liam, thank you for playing. Little teaser for the next game. Too bad we can't play that one. It doesn't have any Christmassy feel to it. Your journey continues. Of course it does. And that was Dark Parables 3, Rise of the Snow Queen Collector's Edition. What a game, what a story. So, your thoughts?
I thought it was pretty good. Not as long as I hoped for, but still pretty good. It crammed a bunch of stuff into one little game.
I mean, it's running at 105 minutes.
But still, for what it is, I like it.
I mean, if this was you playing it for the first time, the game would have taken you much longer.
Probably a couple hours, because my eyesight is not that good. I can't really spot things like you can.
I mean, you helped me out on, what, 5 or 6 items?
Yeah, but still, like, for me, it would take a while. But
yeah.
Obviously, for you, it'll take, like, seconds, minutes.
Well, clocking in on casualgames.com, this game clocked in at about an hour and a half, 2 hours for gamers that have gotten into the genre heavy. Like, this is a game that doesn't clock in at a high game time for people who know hidden object games and who especially know the Dark Parables franchise. Because it's just like, oh, this is just like The Exiled Prince, Curse of Briar Rose, and then this set the precedent for all the other fragmented hidden object games that Blue Tea was responsible for making. Because that's all of their games, with the exception of, I think, their first two games weren't fragmented hidden. I've never played them, so I do not know if that statement is accurate or not. It's the one with the timeless clock or whatever.
Well, either way, I liked it. I thought it was cool.
So, I'm gonna ask you on the story. What did you think of the story with the parables and stuff?
Well, I like the whole, like, dark feeling to it. I like the different take on, normal fairy tales. It adds more to it, like, Snow White having a kid.
Yeah.
There's more to it than, the whole apple thing. You get poisoned or whatever, something like that to the original Snow White.
Well, okay, the main factors that they changed was, obviously, Snow White herself does not eat the apple. She does have an evil stepmother, but it was a quote-unquote happy marriage between her stepmother and her father, the Mountain King. Up until the Truth Mirror decided to tell the truth and state that Snow White was the fairest instead of her evil stepmother, who had a curse on her own person. Now, this game series has a lot of evil stepmothers, evil witches, and stuff like that.
That's like a staple.
Yeah. But the biggest connection between this game and all the others would have to be the Frog Prince, Prince James. Now, he is the exiled prince in the second game. He was cursed as a frog and met Princess Ivy, the sister of Briar Rose, the older sister of Briar Rose from the first game. She kissed him to free him of his curse. In doing so, however, she not only broke his frog curse, but she also passed on her immortality to Prince James, cursing him with longevity and long life, while she, unfortunately, grew old and then eventually died. James, in his sorrow, reverted back to a frog, and then met another woman. He married 5 times, 5 different women. One of them was Snow White. And obviously, I think Snow White was his second wife. I could be wrong. Another one was the Little Mermaid's sister, Daphne, who died. He also ended up marrying one of the final Cinderellas, Agnes Koch, who died. And then his 5th wife was one of the Swan Princess maidens, who also died. Every single time he got married and had to watch his love die, because, again, he's immortal, his sorrow would cause him to revert into a frog, which he could control the transformation. He could go back and forth between frog and man. He got sick and tired of it and decided to kidnap humans to experiment on them to try and find a way to break his immortality. Until one night, because he existed in the Black Forest of Germany. If you've watched the second game, you will know what I'm talking about, people. He kidnapped the Chancellor's daughter and her 2 security guards as they were walking through the Black Forest of Germany. You, as the fairy tale detective, got a call from the Chancellor to find his daughter and to stop the Frog Prince. You do succeed. You do manage to undo the curse of immortality on James, which kills him. And he gets to join his beloved Princess Ivy, who was helping you throughout the whole adventure. And then you rescue the Chancellor's daughter, and she tells you about a woman with icy cold eyes that was freezing things. And that leads into the Snow Queen. So, each of James's wives has had a connection in a different game. Princess Ivy's sister being the connection for Curse of Briar Rose, and Briar Rose appears again in the next game, the Red Riding Hood sisters, who has a connection with the Little Mermaid and the Purple Tide. One of the Little Mermaid's sisters ended up being a member of the Red Riding Hood sisters.
That's cool.
So it's like, and there are also 6 special children that have to do with the Ballad of Rapunzel's story, the goddess Flora and the kingdom Feralia. You have Snow White and her brother Ross Red, who wants to marry Rapunzel, and Rapunzel's younger sister, Belladonna, are incarnations of 2 flowers. They're gifted with special abilities by Flora. The immortality. Briar Rose and Princess Ivy are the other 2 guardians. So those are the 6 guardians for the 6 different flowers. And they represent opposites. Snow White being of ice, Ross Red being of fire. Fire and ice. Those 2 complement each other. Rapunzel represents a flower that gives life, that heals. Belladonna represents the deadly nightshade, which kills, because it's poisonous, life and death. And then Ivy and Briar Rose, Ivy is a symbol of life, and briars are a symbol of death. Again, with the life and death thing. Because that's what Flora... She's not only the goddess of flowers, but she's also the goddess of crossroads and opposites. So, like, every single story, every single character you meet and talk to. Gerda plays a role, again, in the Ballad of Rapunzel as the golden child working with Ross Red to save his fiancée, Rapunzel, from Belladonna. And Belladonna wants to use Rapunzel's magic through mind control to make the deadly nightshade spread all over the world. Because she doesn't want to be alone. She doesn't want anyone to take Rapunzel away from her. She almost succeeds in killing Ross. But it's thanks to Rapunzel's tear that he's brought back to life. You guys will see that in the Ballad of Rapunzel, which is the 7th game. Snow White also appears in that game as well to help you get rid of Belladonna, Mother Gothel's cursed creepy flowers. Because Mother Gothel was the one who raised Belladonna. Belladonna's the one stuck in the tower, not Rapunzel. So there's that twist.
You want the twist?
Yeah. And the only reason why Mother Gothel wanted revenge was because she wanted revenge on Flora for not granting her the immortality that she had granted to the other 6. And then Snow White's son has a part to play in the bonus game of the Ballad of Rapunzel, where Flora has been cursed into the form of Thumbelina. And we get to meet Kai as a botanist during the Ballad of Rapunzel. So both Kai, Gerda, like, those characters, Snow White ends up appearing not only in the Ballad of Rapunzel, but also, again, later on in another one of the games with Epex. So, like, those characters are like a staple. And it's just like, I love it. I love all these connections. And I know you guys are probably getting confused. There is a Wikia where you can read the trivia of each game, and the trivia has all the connections, which is cool, because it's like, I have a hope that one day Blue Tea will make a storybook, a book with all of the characters and all of their connections and all of the locations from all of the games. That would be like, if it's $50, shut up and take my money, I want the book. Because it will also have concept art and stuff. Because they teased that. They showed us a picture of a book on their newsletter. So maybe we're getting a book someday, like an art book or something.
Oh, here's to hoping.
Yeah, because that will be cool. Instead of having to put it all together yourself, it's all in a book. But I think it's time to move on to part 2, where I do the bonus game, Hansel and Gretel, or we can just pop it out now. It's about half an hour, 45-minute long game. I mean, we have one more game after this. And that's the final Cinderella. Hansel and Gretel tells the story of the very first golden child. So it's a prologue to this. Some of the bonus games are sequels, some of them are prologues. But we can take a break for now and, you know, have a snack, you know, get something to eat, get a drink, and then come back with part 2, which will be short, probably be like clocking in at 45 minutes max, if I remember everything. And then we'll take another break, and then we'll do the final Cinderella. And we'll do it just like we did this one, all in one take. There's not going to be any edits, because I don't know how to edit. And the final Cinderella is a little bit longer. The story is darker, much darker. It has to do with Pinocchio too.
Jeez.
Yep.
Okay. That sounds fun though.
So I hope you enjoyed this game. I'm sorry I'm a little louder than the actual game. I tend to be loud. I am your host, Dark613. It was wonderful, wonderful, wonderful to play this game again, and I hope you enjoy it. If you do, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to press the little fucking bell notification. I hate doing and saying that. But if you do, I hope that I will be able to at least start uploading on a regular basis. I will be uploading Dark Parables 1, Curse of Briar Rose, and Dark Parables 2, The Exiled Prince, Collector's Edition, both of them, as soon as we are done this one, so it can run in the background and do yada yada yada, whatever it needs to do. So you will be getting a total of maybe 4 or 5 new videos, because then I'll have to post Dark Parables 4, and then I'll post our Dark Parables 5. So there is that, and I will work on finishing the Dark Parables series. I wanted to wait while the Match Girl, Dark Parables 15, had just recently been released. I will be replaying that before I do a video on it, just to refamiliarize myself, as well as replaying all the ones that I've only played once. Most of the older Blue Tea games for the Dark Parables franchise I have played over 4 or 5 times, whereas the Epex Entertainment Dark Parables games I have only played maybe once to 3 times. So my knowledge and memory on them are not as good. So Dark Parables 8 to 15 I'll have to replay just to get an idea of what I need to do. Whereas Dark Parables 1 through 7, I am good on. I don't need to replay them because they're quite memorable games. So, yeah. I will see you guys in the next video.
This is Smokey Dread.
Smokey Dread will see you guys in the next video. May the shadows of chaos rain down on your day.